A lot of my clients and lots of people on social media are asking me about what is brain fog, what is causing it, and what can you do about it. So in this video, I'm going to talk about what is under the umbrella of brain fog. So what kind of symptoms do you have when you have brain fog, and then you maybe you see yourself there. What is the root cause, like what's actually going on in the body if you have brain fog, and what should you do about it? So starting right away, what is under the umbrella of brain fog? So what kind of symptoms can you have if you have any variety of brain fog? And I can prescribe that not prescribe, I don't want to prescribe you anything. I can describe that pretty well because that was my main symptom, my main health issue that I had. And you might think, brain fog can't be that bad, but if you have it severe, it can interfere with your whole life and it can make your life completely miserable. And that's also why people that have brain fog are one of the hardest, one of the people that are working the hardest, because it needs lots of, it's just so mentally so exhausting if you have brain fog that you need lots of overcoming to do your daily tasks. And I'm gonna go into that right now. So what are the symptoms if you have brain fog, and why is it so hard to live with it? What is under the umbrella of brain fog? Not everybody has the same brain fog. There are varieties of it. But for me, it was the feeling like I was slightly drunk all the time. Yeah, I was just slightly drunk. Everything was like a little bit dizzy. I couldn't focus, I couldn't concentrate, I couldn't look people in the eyes and follow what they were saying. It was just really hard for me to look them in the eyes, concentrate and follow what they're saying. For me, it felt also like sometimes you can have a little pressure on the forehead. It also felt like somebody stuffed cotton wool in my forehead, and everything is just so dense and foggy in your brain. Other symptoms of brain fog can be also that you know what you want to say, but you can't get the words out. This is another symptom of brain fog. Another symptom is that basic memory loss, memory issues are also a sign that you have brain fog. So you talked about something and you just forget it right away. Or you wanted to do something in your groceries, you wanted to get something, you had like 10 things on your list, and even though you watched on it, you didn't brought it home. So there are lots of varieties within the umbrella of brain fog. Everybody has it a little bit different, but if you know it, or if you have it, you know that you have it. And what's actually going on in your body when you have brain fog, and also when it comes to being a business owner, if you have brain fog and you're running a business, that is on top of that extremely hard, because obviously you need your whole mental strength and health. You need to lead people, you need to take care of the business, and if that's not, if you can't do that, it's really interfering with your whole business. It's interfering with your daily task, with everything that you do, and the business actually can go downhill if you don't have your mental strength. So what's actually going on in your body if you have brain fog? So basically there are two main causes of brain fog. And it actually, lots of people don't know that, it actually starts in the liver. It starts in the liver. When the liver is overfilled with lots of toxins, toxic heavy metals, toxins from scented candles, pesticides, herbicides and the like, and then you also have an Epstein-Barr virus in your liver, that Epstein-Barr virus is feeding on these toxins. And the Epstein-Barr virus, when it eats on certain toxins, it then releases neurotoxins. And these neurotoxins, they float around in your bloodstream through the spinal cord, and they go even through the blood-brain barrier. And then these neurotoxins from the Epstein-Barr virus can find their way into the brain. And when they are in the brain, they are like allergic to your neurons. Neurons don't like these neurotoxins at all, and they can diminish neurotransmitter chemicals in your brain. They are really bad for your neurons, and they can diminish neurotransmitter chemicals in your brain and make them dirty and muddy. And what is the purpose of neurotransmitter chemicals. So if you have a neuron, yeah, let's say you have a neuron, at the end of that neuron, there are neurotransmitter chemicals, or the neuron uses neurotransmitter chemicals that electrical impulses can hop from one neuron to another neuron. Now think about that. If you have healthy neurotransmitter chemicals, everything in your brain is going well. The electrical impulses, they hop from one neuron to another neuron. Everything is going good. But if there is something diminished, if the neurotransmitter chemicals are in some way, shape or form diminished or dirty and muddy and they can't do their job, that means the electrical impulses in your brain misfire. And if they misfire, you can experience symptoms that we say or that we classify as brain fog. This is what's going on. This is the main reason when you have brain fog. It's the Epstein-Barr virus sitting in your liver, feeding on toxic chemicals, and then releasing neurotoxins that are traveling through the bloodstream in your brain and diminishing and making your neurotransmitters dirty and muddy. And you could also have extremely severe brain fog if you have lots of toxic heavy metals in your brain itself. And when toxic heavy metals in your brain oxidize, when they oxidize, they can leach into adjacent brain tissue. And if they leach into adjacent brain tissue, they can cause the same thing as the Epstein-Barr virus does. They can also cause the neurotransmitters to become dirty. And people can have the Epstein-Barr virus and the chemicals in the liver, but people can also have the Epstein-Barr virus and loads of toxic heavy metals. And this is where brain fog can get so debilitating that you have the feeling you can't do your day anymore. You have the feeling that you just want to sleep all the time. You can't even read. I had one client, she couldn't even read anymore. She couldn't even paint anymore. It was her hobby. But because of the brain fog, the inability to use the brain is just not there anymore. It's just not possible to use your brain as you used to use it before. And so what do you actually do about brain fog? What do you have to do if you have brain fog and if you want to get rid of it? So first of all, we want to cleanse the liver. We want to get rid of the Epstein-Barr virus. We need to get rid of the chemicals. We also need to cleanse the brain out of these toxic heavy metals. And then, if you are doing that, at the same time, we need to strengthen these neurotransmitter chemicals in your brain again, because they are diminished, they are dirty, they are weakened. And in order to keep the electrical impulses running again, to have electrical impulses that are working in a proper way, that you can have clear thoughts and concentration and focus and you are sharp in your mind. Because when you have brain fog, you're not sharp anymore. You just have that mental confusion all the time. You're not quick in your head and it's just not possible to have a clear thought or to work over a longer period of time. Some people also said to me they could work like 10 hours a day and now after 2 hours of work, they're done. They can't do anymore. They can't do any more work. So this is what you need to do about. And then we need to strengthen the neurotransmitters, chemicals itself. And you do that by food and you do that with supplements. You can also use certain meditations to relax your whole central nervous system, that your neurons can actually recover and recuperate a little bit. It's also a possibility, but the most important thing, the meditation alone won't help with that. The meditation won't help with that. You need to have the right kind of foods, the right kind of supplements. You need a good protocol to get rid of brain fog. And if you want to know how to do that exactly, check out my website, www.theobergmann.com. Link is in the description. You can book your free discovery call there. We will look at your whole situation, at your symptoms, and see if and how I can help you in the end, if it would make sense to work on that, if it's really the cause, or if there are other things going on in your body that we can work on as well, not even brain fog, not only brain fog, because people with brain fog usually have other symptoms. They have tinnitus, they have eye floaters, they have fatigue. It's usually not the only symptom, but even if it's only the only symptom, I can say that from my own experience, is making your life absolutely miserable. You lose basically fun in life. That's how I felt. You don't want to do anything, you just want to go home, you don't want to talk to anybody, you just want to go home, you want to sleep, you want to do easy tasks, and you don't want to plan anything because everything that you do is too exhausting. And you can only understand that if you have brain fog for yourself. So thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for listening to me, for taking the time, and see you in the next video, and check out my website again. Bye bye.